I remember I used to borrow money from the same guy over and over and over again. And he would dish it out and dish it out and dish it out to me over and over and over again without any questions. And one day, I believe he got tired of helping me. Now, mind you, he never tried to teach me how to help myself. He was just helping me. But this one time, I borrowed $200 from him and I went to go pay him back like I always do. And he told me to just keep it. He told me, don't worry about it. And I didn't want to keep it. I always want to pay back the person that lends me money. But he told me to keep it. He didn't even take the money back. Now, at that point, when I can't even force the money on you to give you your money back that's rightfully yours because I borrowed it. And once he didn't take the money back, that put me in a situation. That put me in a situation where I could never ask him again to borrow any money. Because the last $200 I borrowed, he told me to keep it. Now, I feel like if I go back to him again and ask him for another loan, a grown man, as grown as I am, as mad as I claim to be, and I go back to him for another loan, then I might as well have a vagina. It's no masculinity in that. It's no adult in that. It's like a child. You mean to tell me, and that really helped me. That really helped me. I never went back to borrow again from him just by him rejecting the money, telling me, no, I'm good, just keep it. He got smart. He got smart. He realized that this guy is going to keep on coming to me. He thinks that I'm going to say yes every single time, and I'm getting tired of it. That's what I think he was thinking when it came to me calling his phone, asking for help. Sometimes it's very difficult to help people.
I do this, I do this, I do this, I do this, I do this.
If you really know that God blesses you to be a blessing to others, then what makes it so hard to help others? What makes it so difficult sometimes? The reason is because you want it to be genuine and you want to give people unconditional love. When you helping someone, that's showing them love, and you want the love to be unconditional. So why do we put conditions on the love that we give to other people? As sad as it is, I don't think it should be that way, but it's something that we do. We put conditions on the love because if you help someone, you want to help them to the fullest capacity that you can. You want to help them in the best way that you could possibly think of that'll be helping them, right? So if you inquire someone that you want to help and they're hungry, what's the best way to help a person like that? You can't always invite them over for a plate. I mean, that's helping them. But what if you teach them how to get the food on their own? The best way you could help a starving man is to teach a man how to fish, or to teach a man how to hunt, how to get his own food. You see, when you just continuously help someone, you're helping them for a moment. But if you teach them how to help themselves, you're helping them for a lifetime, and you're giving them the ability to be able to help someone else. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not teaching them how to do things better for themselves, they can't really help no one else. If someone comes up to them for help, all they could do is refer them to you because you're the one that helped them. Somebody say, hey man, the brakes on my car is bad and I need to get them fixed. Instead of you helping them, you'll send them to the person that helped you, that fixed your brakes. But if you knew how to fix brakes, then you could help them yourself, and then you could teach them how to fix brakes, and then they could teach someone else who comes to them about their brakes being fixed, and the cycle goes on and on. That's the kind of help that I like to give. It's help that could last a lifetime with generations. You'll be able to be a blessing on 100 people just because you help one person, because it all started with you. Now, the problem with helping people, why it's hard to help people sometimes, is because they just want you to fix their brakes. They don't actually want you to teach them how to fix their brakes. And when you inquire someone that doesn't want to learn, it makes you feel like you don't really want any help. Like, you want me to help you, but you don't want to be taught what I'm doing for you. I could teach you exactly what I'm doing for you. I could teach you how to do it, and then you'll never need me again. That's the type of help that I like to give. I think that's the best help that a person can give someone. So if you're the type of person that doesn't want to help yourself, I'll help you, but after a while, if you continuously need my help, it's going to make me feel funny on the inside about helping you, because we could have ended this a long time ago. We could have ended you needing help on this subject matter a long time ago, but you weren't interested in learning. Or let's just say you did give me the opportunity to teach you. Did you really listen? Did you really listen to the things that I was teaching you? Or were you just smoozing along the time in order to get what you needed out of me? You see, a lot of people will make you think like they're interested in what you have to say and what you're teaching them, but they really don't want to hear it. They just want you to help them. Just help me. They don't want to hear a lecture. They don't want to hear any type of knowledge or any type of information that could help them be better for the future. They're only worried about the right now. And in the right now, they need your help right now. And as long as you're willing to help them, they'll take a moment and act like they're listening to you, but they're not absorbing the information that you gave them. For instance, if someone is having a hard time with their finances and they're always borrowing money, you could actually teach them how to be better with their finances. That would eliminate them reaching out to people to borrow money so often. Now, what happens is they don't want to seem like someone who's not willing to learn or not willing to be better. So they'll take a moment out and hear what you have to say, because they know once you stop talking, you're going to give them the money that they need. Now, once you give them the money that they need, they're going to go off and handle the situation that they needed to handle. But they didn't absorb the information that you just gave them. They didn't absorb it. It's almost like it went in one ear and out the other. They forgot about everything that you discussed. You asked them to explain their situation to you so that you could analyze it and give them the best feedback that you could possibly give them, along with the money that they asked you for. But they didn't absorb that information. And now, when some time goes by, they need the exact same help from you that you helped them with before. And they actually forgot about the information that you gave them before. So they're coming to you quick, fast, in a hurry, because you're the go-to person now. Whenever they need this type of help, they know that they can get it from you. So they run to you right away. But what you're doing is you're analyzing how often they're coming to you for help. And you're also analyzing how often You gave them information so that they don't have to be in a situation that they're in anymore. And once you realize, hey, this person is not listening to me, this person doesn't care about what I have to say, then it starts to become difficult for you to genuinely help them. I mean, if they're the type of person where they just absolutely cannot help themselves, and you being a smart person able to analyze situations, if you realize that, then you can continue on helping them. And you wouldn't feel that funny feeling inside that makes it difficult for you to help someone. But if they're not in that type of situation, then you start to feel like you're just being taken advantage of. But truthfully, you're not being taken advantage of, because if you give them something and they promise to give it back to you and they give it back to you, then you didn't take any losses. It just becomes annoying knowing that I taught you how to hunt and I taught you how to fish, and you're not taking advantage of the information that I gave you and trying to do anything for yourself. It's almost like you've become accustomed to getting help from other places instead of helping yourself. And I know that God helps those who helps themselves. So you know that too. So when you come across a person that make you feel like they're not trying to help themselves, that's when you hesitate on helping them. And if you continuously start to ask them questions, the more questions you ask them, the more irritated they become, because they start to get reminded of the information that you were trying to give them, because you're letting them know, remember I talked to you about this situation, how it could help you in the future? What you think about that? And then they'll give you their spill of how they're trying it, or how they thought about it, or how they attempted to do it, and whether it worked out or not. Obviously it didn't work out if they're coming to you again. But for the most part, I don't think that they even tried it at all. I think when they tell you things like that, it's just something to make you feel better about helping them again. They had no intentions on doing what you recommended so that they don't be in this situation again. And if you continue to talk to them about it, then they're going to get agitated. It's going to get to the point where they still want your help because they feel like you're the person who can help them, but they don't want to hear your voice. So instead of calling you on the phone to ask you for your help, they're going to text you now, because a text message has no voice attached to it. It's easier to handle reading as opposed to hearing a voice live. Because when you're talking live, you could ask them a question and you could stop talking and wait for them to answer it. But with a text message, they can answer that question tomorrow, or they could choose not to answer that question. And you could choose not to help them. And it feels better on their part, but on your part, it's still like, I know why you sent me that text message. It's because you didn't want to hear my voice. You didn't want to hear what you call a lecture. It's only a lecture if you tell them the same thing over and over and over again. Now, what you're saying is a lecture. But if they listen to you the first time or the second time, you wouldn't have to tell them the same thing a third time or a fourth time, and it wouldn't feel like a lecture to them. If they don't want to help themselves, then sometimes you have to just fall back from the situation. It doesn't make sense to continuously feeding a person that's totally capable of feeding themselves. And how are you going to contribute to society? Okay, I'm contributing to society by helping you, but how are you going to contribute to the society? What if someone comes to you hungry? How are you going to help them out? If you're not thinking about that, then you're selfish. And if you were really smart and selfish, then you would take the information that someone's giving you to better yourself. Because a selfish person thinks about themselves. So if I'm giving you information that's going to help you better yourself, then you need to take that information and use it and apply it. You need to apply the knowledge that's given to you so that you can have wisdom. And that wisdom is going to prevent you from needing the same type of help over and over and over again. It's very difficult sometimes. It's difficult for me because I feel bad after I tell you no. I should not have to feel bad because I told you no. I could have probably helped you, but I told you no only because I'm starting to feel like I'm being taken advantage of or used, or you only care about what I could do to help you. You don't care about the knowledge part of it. The knowledge part of the help is just as important as the physical part of the help. If you need $200, me giving you $200 will definitely help you. But me also giving you an avenue on how you could earn $200 for yourself when you're a little short on cash, that's bigger. That's bigger than me giving you a loan. But you don't see it that way. You know why? Because you want to find your own system to get money. You've been applying it, and obviously it's not working for you. If I gave you a handful of ideas to help you prevent yourself from getting into a jam, and you decide that you want to use your own ideas because you have a brain of your own and you just want to do things your own way, then do it. The problem is when your way doesn't work and you keep going back to the person that's been helping you and teaching you strategies to prevent yourself from being in the same situation, and you're not listening, you've been doing it your own way, then what does that make me feel like? It makes me feel like a fool. Now I feel like the best way that I can help you is by not helping you. Sometimes it's hard to help people. And it's for that matter right there. It's for that matter. If you don't want to help yourself, I can't continue on being a crutch for you. The best way for me to help you is to not help you. Because when a door closes on you, you have to find another door and another door. And eventually, you're going to run out of doors to open where people will actually help you out. And when you run out of doors, you're going to convert back to the information that you were being given at the first door. And then you're going to start utilizing that information that you were giving from the first door. And when you start utilizing that information, you're going to realize, damn, I should have been doing this a long time ago. If I would have used the info that I got from door number one, I would have never had to knock on all those other doors. Rejection will make you stronger. If they don't want to listen to you, sometimes you have to reject them and let them figure it out on their own. That's what they want to do anyway. They're not listening to your advice anyway. You shouldn't have to feel bad about saying no to someone. If you know someone needs your help and you want to help them and you're able to help them, I think you should say yes, and I think you should help them. But if I'm helping you with the exact same issue over and over and over and over and over again, then you're not learning anything. You're not listening to the advice I'm giving you, and your way that you thought was a better way is not working for you, and you just got to deal with it at this point. You got to deal with it. You have to find someone else who doesn't know how you are, and they're going to trust you. But after a while, they're going to be in the same situation that I'm in. They're going to realize that this person doesn't want to help themselves. But it's going to take a while. And after that, you're going to have to find another person once they realize it. But you could sum it all up and you could eliminate all of that by just listening. I know sometimes it's difficult to remember and to apply knowledge that you were given, but did you even try? Did you even try to apply the knowledge? Because I'm going to tell you, a half loaf of bread is better than no bread at all. If I teach you how to earn 200 and you only earned 100, then you're halfway there. But if you have nothing, you're not even trying to help yourself, then that's a lose-lose situation. And I'm telling you, as hard as it is, as big as my heart is, as much as I would like to help everybody that I can, because a lot of people helped me, it's hard to help people sometimes.
I do this. I do